Hey there, vinyl community, music people, peeps, everybody there who loves music. I'm going to go ahead and do another video while I got everything set up here. I realize now that there's been quite a few CDs that have come in that I haven't even, that have just, I get them and I listen to them and I haven't really discussed them or shown them. So let's quickly run through some of these. There's a good stack of them here. Some of them are related, some of them are not. This, in case you're a Keel fan, this just came in, I don't know, 2 weeks ago, week or two ago. Ron Keel Band Keeled, and what it is, it's an EP where basically the current Ron Keel Band went in and re-recorded a bunch of their old songs. So, The Right to Rock, Here Today, Gone Tomorrow, Tears of Fire, a medley of Because the Night, Somebody's Waiting, Calm Before the Storm, live in Australia. So, it's not new material, but it is a neat re-recording of some of the classics, showing that they are still active, the band is still active, and rocking on. So, and that is autographed because, hey, got it from his website. Now, I had mentioned a couple videos ago about a record label, Ionian Records, and I had purchased a bunch of stuff from them. So I've gotten some more from them, and I'm briefly going to go through that. This is one of the more recent ones that came out. Actually, I bought this with the last batch that I bought, but this was a pre-order, and they sent all the other stuff before. This is Adrian Gale. Adrian Gale, if you're not familiar with them, just solid, melodic, hard rocking, you might want to call it kind of the hair metal feel, whatever. But the band existed up, through the early in the 2000s and things. And what it is, basically, it was started off as kind of a recording project. And Jamie Rowe is the vocalist and got together with the guys, and they did this project, and then it became a full band, and they started recording more albums. Jamie Rowe was a singer for Guardian, and so that was where he came from. This is, and Guardian, yes, is a Christian band. This is not. This is strictly mainstream, clean music, but there's no religious overtones in this at all. So. But great stuff. His vocals are great. The music is great. Just solid melodic hard rock. And this is basically, it's a 2-disc set, and basically the first disc is Best Of, which has like 3 or 4 songs from each of their 5 albums, and then disc 2 is a bunch of unreleased missing pieces and demos and unreleased songs and things along that line. So great stuff. It's beautiful packaging, just everything. Like I say, it's a 2-disc set there. So this is one that I somehow failed to pick up because I have everything Ionian Records put out, but I missed this one, Rings of Saturn. And again, what they do, Ionian Records tends to reissue bands that, put out custom tapes and or maybe even an album back in the day. But they release stuff that was never really commercially released very much. And so Rings of Saturn, another one of those bands. I forget exactly where the band's from, but they all tend to be bands from the 80s, the hairstyle, the hair days, 80s and early 90s, that, of the hair, sleaze, metal, rock, all that stuff. And so all of the bands are going to be similar to that for the most part. They do also carry records of similar styles from other labels. Like this one is on AOR Heaven. Hit the Ground Running. It's a double disc set called Sudden Impact. And it is in AOR Heaven, which is it is a little more AOR, but it's still got that hair type feel and style. But it's a little more on the AOR feel at times, so it's not quite as gritty. Now, brand new, just came in the mail today, the 3 most recent Ionian record releases. So these are the absolute brand new. Liquor Sweet, which is a band that started in Ohio, recorded some stuff. Then they moved out to California, hit the Sunset Strip, did all the stuff out there, did some recording at Pasha Studios. They did some more recording, never got a label, never got a record label deal. And around 94, they kind of fizzled out. Now, the bass player, I believe the bass player, right before the band broke up, a year or so before, the bass player accepted the invitation to join C.C. DeVille's band, which I guess was a post-Poison band. He left, and one of the other guys switched over to bass. They went on as a 4-piece and then fizzled out in 94. So 15 tracks that were recorded at various times, various demos. But I mean, they sound great. They're studio, not demos. They're studio, you know, self-release stuff that the band was doing at the time. So 15 solid tracks, if you like that kind of stuff, from the LA sound of that day and age. The next one, this is actually a modern band. I mentioned them in the video that I did with Ionian Records because the guy who is the guitar player, I think singer from this, did that Freak Show album. But anyway, Miss Crazy, they do cover tunes, and they've got 2 of them. Cover tunes 1 and 2. And so it is all, they do songs like Kiss, Guns N' Roses, The Police, Led Zeppelin, Modern English, Ramones, Cheap Trick, AC/DC, Def Leppard, Fastway, Partridge Family, Cheap Trick, Billy Squier, Rolling Stones, Def Leppard, Flock of Seagulls, The Tramps, Motley Crue. So it's not your typical cover album. They put their own twist on it, and it sounds kind of interesting at times. Now, one of the ones that I mentioned in the previous video is I showed these 3 Kenny McGee albums. Now, Kenny McGee, Florida singer, moved to California, formed a band out there, and they released an album on Enigma Records called Juliet. And so this is, the same Kenny McGee, a California band. I picked this up also from Ionian Records, but it's not released by them. This is a melodic metal mayhem. And I believe, no, this is the album that it was on Enigma, and then this is a later release, Juliet. And then this is a 2004 called Psycho Boyfriend. And yeah, this is a little less of the melodic hair metal of that days. Both of these are, this one more so though, because obviously by the 2000s, it's a little more alternative, but still pretty good. But anyway, I wanted to bring it up. If you're not familiar with Juliet, or if you are familiar with Juliet, just to know, this has been reissued. This is available. And these are other songs by the singer and band members that were released. All of these are on Ionian Records. So check out Ionian Records. They got a lot of great stuff like that. And I'm going to leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Rock on and rock hard.